Oh my God, you guys, I just fucking thought of something. Oh my God, I think I fucking put the pieces together. So, Dark B, remember he put all these like succession things in place like 2 days before he left, when there was that big birthday party where that orange guy was in that costume. Anyway, so he put all these succession orders in, and I'm gonna tell you why in just a second. Okay, so also like Dark B was like, hey, you know what, TikTok, like we're not gonna make you like go down or nothing like that, like we're good, like I'm not gonna. And then it went down anyway, right? And then Shu came back like slobbing the fucking knob a little bit, and then the algorithms were different, like you couldn't search certain things. Okay, I think Shu is in on this too. Okay, follow me. Okay, fucking ADD. Anyway, so also one more thing I gotta put in there. So Comcast owns like 85% of like the country's internet. They own like Paramount, Xfinity, Infinity, like all these different cable companies, but Comcast is like the main one. It's an absolute fucking monopoly. And so they utilize like smaller states like North Dakota, South Dakota for their fiber optics for internet service providers. So guess who's teamed up with Starlink in July of 2024? Yeah, those guys. So all the internet and everything that these servers are on for these machines for the beauty contest are directly connected. And then November 26th, the CEO of Comcast decided to sell like $20 million in shares because the share values went up like almost 3%, 2 point something. I don't exactly remember. I researched this in November of last year. Anyway, so I don't know why more people aren't talking about that, because like literally like the internet service, if you look at where they have the internet service and the red states where everything was like voted in the line, you know, they had like the picture of the country and it was like red, 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 blue, blue, you know, like it's literally lines up exactly how the Comcast owns the optics for that area. Okay, so then they teamed up with Starlink, so like boom, boom, boom. And so what I think is that Biden, before he left, he enacted 4 and 5 from NATTOWEO, because that's why he had all this succession stuff. That's why he had all this other stuff. And I think that Shu is in on it because Shu is like going to help catch him red-handed, right? Because like he's smart. He's got the brains. Like I don't have those kind of like algorithm and binary and code brains. Like I don't know all that shit. Like I just know words, right? I don't know nothing about that. And I think he's in on it. And then also like all the stuff with Comcast, like, is very trackable. It's very trackable. Like Nevada's got it. And then also I think Canada is also enacting 4 and 5 of NATTOWEO. Also, so yeah, like here's the rabbit hole, and like I think it's pretty fucking plausible actually. There's no reason for him to have made a succession order 2 days before he stepped down. But I think they thought that the reason that they did that 2 days before is because I think they were going to have that information before the birthday party, and they did not, you know. So then they let the orange make a fruit salad, and now, but also like he's going to be, once all of this is dealt with, it's like going to be like genocide, crimes against humanity, like billions and billions of dollars, and like it'll be Punene and Kim Jong-jae and all of the motherfuckers, and I would love to see him in The Hague or whatever the hell that place is called. We need to build a fence around billionaires. And also, like, I think this is so I can't wait till Canada stuff is released tomorrow, and then we can see what's happening. And like, they're investigating a lot of stuff, and like 1 and 1 is always going to be 2. And what we're not going to act like is like Biden didn't put down succession orders 2 days before he left office. No one's ever done that. That's not a fucking thing. I think we're already in the middle of the 4 and 5 of NATTOWEO. I think we are. Oh, also I have to add. So I also think that like the orange getting put in the fruit salad when the birthday happened. I think that also like these things that are happening now, like it's also going to allow the country to see like such foolery and disdain that he has actually for us as like a people, as like a whole, and that he isn't for anybody. Like even the police union, like immediately you're releasing 1,600 criminals, half like some have already been like and like already back in jail, like all these things, right? But like you're for the police. No, you're not. Remember that time you were not. And just like all of these things that people are like, oh, this is the final straw, like I don't know why I voted for him, like Okay, it took you that. Like, it has to personally affect you before it matters. Like, that's like narcissistic, like, behavior, you know? And then, like, all this other stuff, like, all these, like, horrendous things that are happening, these red people have to see that. Also, I think another country has to actually speak on this first. Otherwise, it looks very QAnon-y, very delusional, whatever, if like the Democratic side of this were to speak on it. And that's why Kamala has been very posed and very whatever and very hush-hush. And like, you know, Obama came out with those little secrets, and Gavin and all them were like kind of talking out the side of their neck, but because they know, and they know that we know, and all that stuff. And then when Kamala, and then the lip reading thing, she was like, justice will, you know, justice is coming or whatever, when she was walking down the thing during the birthday party. She knew we were listening. She knew she was planting the eggs, and all we had to do was put them in a basket. And I love me some Easter now. But yeah, I honestly think that like all of this stuff is coming, it's coming into fruition, but they have to have another country speak on it first. Otherwise it looks crazy. And he has to do enough damage here for these red people to not like come up in arms and like try to start Guns N' Roses song, What's So Civil About, you know. He had to. Otherwise it would be a whole thing, and they would attempt it because they don't think that people that vote blue own pew-pews. I'm just saying. I think I put it together. Fucking ADHD.